Good morning, day 41. So this is where we stayed last night. Our tent was right behind me. This is Jo's funny farm, and she's got chickens and ducks and cows and all sorts of stuff. Really cool lady. So we had breakfast this morning, scrambled eggs, baked beans, toast. We had an awesome dinner last night as well. So Jo's Funny Farm, highly recommended. Really cool stay. There was a lot of us here last night. There was over 20 of us, so it was packed, but really cool. So I'll spin this around. You could be able to see some hikers. They're just leaving now. Yeah, they're just leaving. So today is not a good weather day, and Julia woke up pretty sick. So she woke up with a really sore throat and a cough. So we're very lucky we've got her uncle, thank you Rob, is going to come and pick us up. He's staying in Waitomo. He came up to surprise us. So he's going to give us a lift to Waitomo where Julia can stay in a cabin and get herself a little bit better before the next section, and we can come back and do this one. So probably won't video too much today. Maybe when we get to the top 10 we'll give you a look around, but apart from that it's going to be a pretty cruisy day today. Alec's going to come with us. He's in the car with us as well, and he'll be staying down the road, so it's good to catch up with him as well. I'll show you if anything interesting happens as we go. So we're now at the top 10 holiday park in Waitomo. We got picked up by Julia's uncle in this beast, and that's what they're cruising around in, which is super nice inside. We have got a cabin tonight. We're actually going to take 3 days off here to hang out with these guys for a little bit and go do some fun stuff, and then we'll be back on trail. So 3-day break, and then we'll be back. Then we'll be back on trail. So all of our stuff's in the back, and we'll sort that out soon. I just wanted to do a little update on what's happening with us at the moment. So Julia has got really sick. She's caught something, and she's all blocked up. All her glands are swollen, and she's just not really feeling very good. So we've been here for 2 days at Waitomo, and it's time to go tomorrow. We're incredibly lucky her uncle was up here. They were away on a little holiday, so he came and picked us up and brought us to the campground here. So tomorrow we're going to actually head home, and we're going to wait for Julia to get better, and then we'll be driving back up and getting back on trail, and we'll start where we left off. It's because we've got some cool sections coming up. We've got the timber trail, the 42nd reverse, and also the river section, and we don't want to miss those, so we'll be starting from there, and hopefully it won't take her too long to recover once we're home and in sort of familiar surroundings. It gets pretty expensive when you're staying in these little chalet type things, so it's probably going to be just cheaper for us to head home and then find our way back up. So that's what we're going to do, and we'll go from there. All right. And off they go. Well, that was pretty tough. Yep, that was pretty tough. So, it's just me. Julia is pretty sick, so she is going to go home and rest up for maybe a week, and I am going to have to keep going. It's very sad and really quite hard. So yeah, I've got to find a place to pitch my tent, and I go pick up a bike tomorrow and start the timber trail. So I think there's a place up here where there is a little bench, and that'll be me for the night. Right, that's the tent up. It's a bit lonely in there with only one sleeping bag and one mat, one bag, one of everything. Yeah, it's going to be a reasonably quiet day here, I would imagine. It's 11:53, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty early night. I might go for a wander and do some of these little bush trails and just see what's around before tomorrow when I head down and pick up my bike to start the timber trail. I don't know if anyone else that we have hiked with is going to be here. I think I may have jumped ahead a day because I got a lift here from Rob. Thank you so much, mate. We really appreciate everything that you and Sue have done for us. It couldn't have come at a better time. You guys are absolute rock stars. So thank you very much. I'll show you anything that happens along the way today that's interesting, but I think it's going to be a pretty sedate, relaxing day for me. I do not think I'm going to be doing too much. So I've been chilling out for probably 45 minutes, maybe an hour. And look who shows up. Flash is here. Absolutely stoked. Bloody awesome. So we're going to ride the trail tomorrow together. He's booked with the same place that I've booked. We gave them a call when he got here. So that's bloody awesome. Me and Flash on the bikes. Alright, I'm all packed up and I'm walking down to the start of the timber trail, where I'll pick up my bike and start riding. So carrying a whole bunch of stuff because this is the stuff I'll take with me in the little backpack. So this is the first day on the trail without Julia, and it's pretty lonely, to be fair. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting day. It's going to be an interesting day. Don't know how I'm going to go taking video on the bike. I didn't bring my helmet clip, so it'll probably just be sporadic bits and pieces here and there. But I'll show you little bits as we go along. And tonight I'm looking forward to hopefully pizza, if we get there in time, and probably a real coffee as well. So we've changed a large backpack for a little backpack, a helmet and a drink bottle, and I'll be riding this beast here.
Okay, that's great. Yep. And then day 2 is the other part.
So this will be a little bit fun.
Okay, okay.
All right, we're off. This is sick.
I already feel different muscles.
Yep.
How far?
So we've been going for about an hour and 5 minutes. I can definitely tell I haven't ridden my bike in a while because my legs are sore. And it's a lot harder than I expected. So I'll be stoked when we get to the top of this, and then we can go downhill and have a bit more fun, because this is kind of punishing. So we made it to the top, we got the downhill to go. Let's get it. So this is our first view of Lake Taupo. I don't know if you can make it out through there, but it's our first view of Lake Taupo. We've got to the top. Now it's downhill pretty much all the way to camp. So
Right.
I hope I'm right too, Flash. So I just came belting around that corner, and I was greeted with this suspension bridge. So this is the first one we've come to. I'm going to see if I can't ride along it with you. Pretty hard to do this with one hand. Here we go. I hope I don't drop my camera. Super sick. It's a long way down. All right, let's get across this. Ha! It's the Americans!
Yay!
What's up?
Woo-hoo!
That was sick.
Yeah.
All right, number 2 bridge. Cruise along this one this way. Got to watch where I'm going so I don't run into the nets. But let's stop and have a look at. It's a long way down on this one as well. So this is the second long suspension bridge I've come to. Pretty cool. So we've made it here to the Timber Trail Lodge. That was a day. That was definitely a day. Delicious. So that's dinner. And this is what we're looking out on. And just over there, if you can see that little blue dot, that's our campsite. So we've got to walk over there, and then we walk back here in the morning to grab our bikes, and we're off. All right, so that is 1,000 kilometers on trail. Yo! That's insane. So we're halfway through our Timber Trail bike ride. We have 40 odd Ks to go tomorrow, and then we'll be at 1,040. Okay, so that up there is the Timber Trail Lodge where we had pizza. And now we're down here. This is where we're going to stay tonight. So this is me, my humble abode, and we've got Flash over there, a couple of campers over there, a toilet which obviously is not in use, so I do not know what we do for that unless we go back up there. So yep, this is me tonight. That was a pretty hard out ride, to be fair, and we've got a longer one tomorrow. So I will never complain about hiking again when it comes to riding a bike. I much prefer 2 feet on the ground. It was a good day. It was a good day. There was lots to see. We did some suspension bridges, and I think we've got a few more tomorrow and a couple of other bits and pieces. So tonight we've got quite a bit of rain coming in. We'll see what happens there. I'll stay nice and dry in my tent, but the ground is quite uneven, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to have something to eat, and I will talk to you tomorrow. So I've just woken up to some pretty loud rumbling. It's pretty crazy because that thunder is going on for honestly like 2 minutes non-stop, just rumbling. So it's time. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I might stick the camera outside and just leave it going for a while and see what we can see.
So I just got up. That lightning was pretty much right on top of me. I got to 1 second. So it was pretty freaking close. And so I waited in there for about 10-15 minutes for it to pass, went to the shelter. And now the rain stopped. It's just spitting. So I'm gonna try and get back to sleep. And yeah, we'll see what happens in the morning. I'll see you then.
Morning. Day 2 on the timber trail. It is 6:34. That was a nasty night, really. We had thunder and lightning, some pretty close bangs to where we were camped. There's Gordon. He's packing up the last of his stuff, and then we will head up to the lodge and get our bikes, and we will see what the rest of the day brings. Looks like it's going to be a wet one. I did a Garmin forecast last night, which was wrong. So we will see what happens today.
Look at that. I'm going to fill my water bottle up.
Whoa. This is a really long one. Talk about sore legs. Wow. All right, Gordon, we ready?
Yep.
Let's go, mate. I think this is the last bridge. Gordon and I are on the last bridge. Pretty much a through hiker resupply town by the look of it, and we have got bags for Africa. Okay, that's a 11-day resupply done in Taramanui. I hope I have enough food. So now I'm going to McDonald's and I'm going to order one of everything because I am starving. Okay. Good morning from day 40 something. I have lost track. It's Friday the 5th of December, so I'll work that out later. I woke up this morning, I'm a bit chesty, so I don't know what that is. Let's hope it's nothing. So today we head off from here, the Taramanui canoe hire place, and we are starting the 42nd traverse. So we've got quite a big day today. It's 20 something Ks. We haven't walked for a week because we've been riding bikes, and we've had a rest day here and a Nero on the day that we arrived. So we're back into it. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great day. We do have a little bit of rain, but most of the day is going to be clear, and then it'll cloud up again tonight. So that's the deal. That's what's happening today. There's 4 of us going, me, Flash, and the 2 German girls. So anything cool that happens, I'll show you. We're camping. It's just a free camp tonight by a river, and so that should be quite cool. There's limited spots there, so we want to get there fairly quickly. There's a few people leaving today, so if I spin around, well, there's only 2 tents left, but if you look over there,
there was about 9 other people or 9 other tents there. So that's today. Looking forward to starting, and then we get onto the river. It's another day without Julia, but I spoke to her yesterday and she's starting to feel better. So she'll be coming back, and I've organised to get her into the kayaks with me. So that'll be awesome. I can't wait to see her. It's been completely different buzz hiking without my wife, and I miss her a lot. So that's going to be super, super sick. All right, I'll show you as we go.
You are here.
Oh, that's weird. This is where it says.
Right, me and Flash are off. Just come around a corner and I've just seen this.
I'm seeing detour signs. We carry on. I haven't seen any.
No, I haven't seen any either.
No.
I guess we just keep going. So I've come from that way. I'm obviously quite a bit ahead of the others. I've been here for about 5 minutes. And I looked on the map. It looks like you go up there, but I've just marked out this arrow. And these 2 arrows I've scratched into the ground. Because you actually go this way, and if they miss that little marker like I did, they will walk up the road up 100 meters or so before they realize. So this is the way to go. Don't go left there, go right down the hill. It's slippery and yuck, I'll give you a look. But yeah, this is the way the TA goes around the slip, which apparently is fine to walk over now, but I'm not taking any chances. So I walked up the hill and I will go down this way. And it's pretty steep. Looks like 4-wheel drive guys have been in here. Oh look, here we go. TA42, cyclist must dismount. This is definitely the way. And she's pretty steep and pretty yucky. But this is the way to go. I'm going to put my camera away before I fall over and hurt myself. Righto, so Gordon and I, we took the shortcut way, which ended up being the hard way really. Straight up a hill, 2.5 odd K, and then straight down the other side on a 4-wheel drive track that was made of clay. So in the wet that would have been quite treacherous. We're about 1.5 K away from our campsite, and oh, I don't know what that bird was, mate. I think that might have been...
That's a robin, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool looking bird. So yeah, we're just a little bit away from our campsite, so we're cruising now. There's plenty of places here to camp. There's one right there, look. We could easily camp there.
Yeah. Beautiful.
But we're going to go along a little bit further to a river. We're going to get some fresh water, and that'll be us for the day. What's the time, Gordon?
1:45.
1:45. We've been booking it today.
1:45.
You wouldn't know that we're the 2 oldest lads in this team, but I guess we are the only Kiwis, so we're kind of used to this sort of bush. So Gordon and I have come around the corner, and that's our first look at the mountains, and we are stoked to see that. And it does actually look a little bit further away than one day's hike, but we'll smash that out, I'm sure. Look at it. That's just awesome. Unfortunately, this is as far as my zoom will go. I'll take a photo and I will drop it in if I remember. Right, so I've actually found a nice little spot for my tent. The others have gone across the river. I'm going to stay on this side. I found this little spot. And here, it's just above the river. You may even be able to hear the river. I don't know, but yeah, so that's the path in through there, and there's one spot here and another spot that way, but it should be nice and quiet. I don't think anyone else will come here tonight, so it's just me, which is great. It's on a bit of a lean. I don't mind that. So I'm going to make my bed, and then I will pop across the river. I'll have some dinner, and then I'll wander back and go to sleep. It's only a short day tomorrow. I think it's 17 Ks, and we're out the other side. And then the very next day, it's the start of the crossing, or around the mountain, because the crossing is closed. So that's going to be an awesome day. We did see a little peek of it today. It looked a lot further away than a day, but yeah, I guess the kilometers don't lie. So that's what I'm going to do, and yep, this will probably be it for the day. Okay, good morning from day something or other, 40 something, I don't know. I've lost all track of time now.
So we're walking out of the forest today. As you can probably hear, I'm not well, but we can't stay in here when we're not well, so I've got to get out. So we're on our way to a campground tonight, which should be a lot better than sleeping in a tent. It got down to 12 degrees last night, which is not cold, but I could really feel it when I was breathing, so not feeling the best. But it's not an epically long day today. It's only 17 k's, and I should be able to do that. And then hopefully, well, we've got the crossing the next day, but after that we'll be resting in a boat. So that's the plan. I don't know how much I'll video today, just because I'm not feeling so great, but whew. But we'll see how we go. All right. So that's the camera level. This is down a pretty steep hill.
Alright, looks like it might be wet feet time. I don't fancy taking my shoes off, I can't really be bothered. So I just rock hopped through here, where Gordon's coming from. He's got boots on, so not so bad for him. My shoes got a little bit wet, but not too bad. And off we go. Once I get going, the breathing starts to come a little easier, but you can probably hear I'm still pretty clogged up. So it is what it is. And I think we've just come across some friends. We've all caught up.
Who left this? Anybody leave this?
I read it, yeah.
Last one.
Right, I'm going to try and get some footage of this, but apparently it's really slippery, so I have to be super careful. Plus, I didn't put my sandals on. So we're just going to try and see what we can do. Oh, that was steep. Flesh should really be called the machine. Look at him go. Whew!
Steep. Whoa.
That was a good one, buddy.
Gets rid of the cobwebs.
Woo! awesome. That is fucking awesome. Right, looks like that's the 42nd traverse done. That was pretty sick. Done. Righto. Now which way? Better look at the map. Right, so finished the timber trail, walking along the road into Tongariro National Park, and there they are. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to getting in there. Hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna rest up heaps tonight, make sure that I'm well enough to get in there. I've done this one a few times, but every time it's just awesome. To the right of the screen you can see Ruapehu with a little bit of snow on it, but we're going through the middle, so that's going to be awesome. I'm very much looking forward to that. That was a good hike today. Every time I hike like that I feel like I'm sort of burning this cold out. And I'm not doing too badly. Cruising along at 5.5 at the moment, but it is flat. But yeah, that's the first proper sign of the mountains. So that's tomorrow. Alright. This is pretty spectacular. I'm going to spin you around, give you a nosy at what I'm looking at. Look at that cloud formation up there. It's like a boomerang around Tongariro. Awesome. I know I say awesome a lot, but there's just really no other word I can think of apart from fucking awesome. You! Woohoo! Just about out of battery. Okay. There's all the stuff behind me, those mountains. Change of plans. I'm a little bit too sick to do this mountain, which sucks, but I've done it before, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to stay at a little hotel here in National Park, and Julia will come up on the 9th. She'll pick me up and we will go to Tamanui together, to the canoe centre. So we'll actually see each other a day early, which is just awesome, and I really cannot wait for that. So I'm here by myself, which is fine. I don't mind my own company. And I'll stay here probably for 2 days, and then I'll take off. So that's what's in plan. That's the plan. It may change, it may not.